Hey guys, Robin Robbins here. I was recently reviewing a benchmark report. It's by Computer Economics. It is the IT spending and staffing benchmark study for 2019 and 2020. And in there, they were talking about cybersecurity being one of the top areas that businesses are now looking to outsource as we move into 2020 and beyond. And maybe that's a big no duh, for you. Maybe you realize that that's exactly what's happening because you're seeing it already. But I think that's rather exciting. So it's not just small businesses that want cybersecurity solutions and protections from their MSP. We're talking about mid-size and larger organizations are looking to outsource this more and more. What's even more exciting is that the reason behind outsourcing is not about saving money, which is why most companies outsource. The motivation behind it is because of the complexity behind cybersecurity, the compliance piece to it, as well as it's very difficult to find good IT talent. And the motivation is also to get a better quality result or service, not about saving money. So this should be very exciting to all of you. And obviously with the coronavirus shutdowns and people working from home, that has made this even a bigger opportunity for you. So the bottom line is, if you're not selling cybersecurity solutions right now, you're missing the boat. You've got to be positioned right now to make sure you capitalize on it. Now, with this said, again, with all the research that I'm seeing, cybersecurity being something people want to outsource and the cost saving not being the primary motivator, the question then is, how do you get out there and win that business? How do you get in front of those prospects? Who are the prospects that are buying? And then how do you get them to buy from you? And so what I want to make sure you understand is that this selling outsourced cybersecurity solutions or disaster recovery solutions or even IT is a much bigger trust sale than it is anything else. And if you don't understand this, if you don't understand that prospects, when they hire you, they're not buying IT support, they're buying peace of mind, they're buying trust. And if a prospect or a client does not trust you, they are not going to buy from you. Doesn't matter what you include in your security stack, it doesn't matter what your credentials are, it doesn't matter what kind of fancy brochure you put in front of them, no matter how geeky you get in front of them, it doesn't matter. Again, it comes down to trust. And the reason is your prospects don't know enough about the topic to even be able to determine whether or not the solutions that you're providing are actually good and complete and will protect them. Think about it. Most of your prospects, they aren't cybersecurity savvy. So when they are outsourcing, they are trusting you, and they're going to pick somebody based on whether or not they feel they can trust you. So at the upcoming Cybersecurity Livecast, I'm going to be talking about the trust sale. How do you build trust with prospects? And it's not about resume. See, a lot of you think it's about having a big list of credentials and resume. And I'm not saying that's not important, but it's not as important as other things you can do to build trust. And that's where they're going to make the decision to buy from you versus somebody else, another competitor. And so this is kind of good news. It's a little bit scary too, because I know a lot of people are picking their IT provider or the person who's going to help them with cybersecurity, not based on careful research and comparison from one vendor to the next or one consultant to the next, but they're basing it on how they feel about you, about your presentation, about about working with you, okay? So again, at the upcoming Cybersecurity Livecast, I'm going to be talking about the trust sale. How do you build trust? How do people come to trust you? What are things that you're doing right now without even knowing it that are breaking trust? We're going to cover all of that. So make sure you sign up. If you're a client of mine, it's absolutely free. So, can't get better than that, right? Absolutely free. It's going to be a full packed day. It's going to be myself talking mostly about building trust and selling and marketing cybersecurity solutions, especially right now, post-COVID-19. And then I've got a couple of special guests that we're going to have lined up about protecting your MSP, and also a fantastic panel at the end of the day where they're going to be talking about your security stack, what goes into it, how do you package it, how do you price it, how do you present it to customers so that they want to buy it without confusing them, without geeking out too much. And like I said, maintaining that trust relationship. So click on the link below, make sure you register. If you're a client of mine, it's free. If you're not, it's $397, dirt cheap. And look, if you feel like you didn't get the value, I'll give you your money back. So make sure you register, because we're only doing this once. If you don't show up, if you're not in person, we're not going to make this available after the event is over. So you got to register to get the content. All right, click on the link below, and I'm going to see you at the live cast. Thanks.